Welcome to Papyrus Plans. I'm Tasha. Ready to create something beautiful? Let's dive in.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So for the second week of November, I thought I would do kind of like a forest/woodland spread with various different animals from the forest. And so I have these sketches of different animals that I created, and I turned them into stickers, and I have some trees, and then I have some quotes that I made as well, and then more animals. And originally I was going to go only with the neutral boxes. Again, I'm trying to use up some of the boxes. These are from the Happy Planner colorful boxes. So I just pulled all of like the tans and brown boxes that I had left that I thought might work with this spread. And then I remembered that I had these green foil stickers that I did. And I thought, that might be kind of nice to, again, to kind of break up some of the neutral, because this is pretty neutral and monochromatic. So to break up some of the gray and brown, I thought I might toss in some of this. And then I had some of these stickers, the tan stickers that were flags, and I thought, what if I foiled them? And so I just foiled on top of these and turned these tan stickers into green foiled stickers, and to use them just kind of decoratively. So again, I don't know if I'll use them, but I created these, again, using the same green foil I used for these boxes, so they'll match, and kind of and I intentionally did it kind of using some leftover foil that I had already used, like the negative of something I had foiled already, for example, like the boxes, so that it could be light and not overly foiled, again, to kind of go with that same theme. So I have those. So let's see, let's put the quotes to the side and the boxes over here so I can see them. Put that at the top there. And then the animals that I have. Okay, so this is grocery week, so let me pull a box for that I think will work. So I don't think I have any more long boxes of these, but I have some that I've created, so it'll be kind of similar in terms of shade. I have different browns that I've created. So again, I'll just kind of pull some of the ones that will go. Oh, I think that almost matches perfectly, so I think I might use that one. I think that's as close as I can come. I'll keep these out just in case, but that one's pretty close. I mean, this is like almost the same shade. Okay, so I only need some smaller boxes for my appointments on Monday and Wednesday, and then the rest are just task boxes. And let's play and just have some fun, Why not? So I think I will go ahead and use this because it's the lighter of all the boxes, and I think that'll kind of blend the best. So let's go ahead and put that down so I don't forget. So I don't get overly excited and cover up my sidebar when I need to use it to start my grocery list. Okay, so I think I'm gonna bring it all the way up underneath November. Kind of in the middle there, right there. Then find something to cover up that note section. Let's see. One of these trees. This one's tall enough. Might use this one. I used too much pressure with my brother's scan and cut machine, and it really went to town. So, I think this might work. I'm just gonna cut off some of the offset on the top. All right, now let's see if we can place this. And again, I'm trying to bring it as far down as I can so that I'm not going into my grocery box too much while still covering up the note section. So about right there. And I want to see some of the brown of the box peeking through. Okay. So I didn't lose too much of the tree, just that little tiny little part there. The rest was the offset, which is nice. And I got that whole section covered up. All right, so the sidebar is done. And actually let me see if I can take my gyro cut. I might even be able to remove some of this offset so I can see more of the box very gently. Just slowly lift it up. There we go. Now I can see even more of the box underneath. Okay, that worked. Love that. Let's put this back on so I don't lose it. Okay. All right, so that looks good. We don't need these, so I'll put that up. Okay, so what did I say? Smaller boxes on Monday and Wednesday, and then the rest is just for tasks. So I definitely want to add some trees somewhere else. So maybe this one on the side over here, because it's the same. I just mirrored it. And maybe just bring it all the way down here. I'm just gonna put my cutting mat underneath so I can see this edge a little bit better. Do my best to bring it all the way over. And yeah, right there. Just trim off the part that goes over the edge at the bottom. Okay, that's looking good already. Love that. I'm thinking about maybe putting some in the middle on either side. I think I will do that. Just so I have some tree action over here. And bring it like this. And then I have one more tree I think I'll put over there as well. And we cut, let's see, went through 2 holes. Do it this way so I can see. Okay. So we got that one. And again, I think I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And originally, actually, I was gonna put this in the middle, but I kind of like it at the bottom here. Sometimes our ideas change. Let's see. Maybe like that. And actually, I don't have any to cut, just this one little hole. All right, so we used up all of the trees from that. So that's one sticker sheet down. That's great. Love that. That looks great. Okay, and I even have this little sign here, but I might add that up here somewhere. Let's see. So maybe I think what I might do is like pair an animal with a box and get different shades of brown, maybe for my appointment on Monday and Wednesday. Let's see. Or maybe even the same shade, since it's the same size box. And let's see. We do box there and pair it with something on top, maybe. Oh, like this squirrel is super cute. Let's use him. Let's see. I think he'll fit. We'll cut the bottom flush and trim off some of the offset. Let's see. See, will he fit like that? Ooh, almost. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut some of his tail off, and I think I'm gonna trim around part of that. Let's see, let me put this here so I can trim this around, trim around that. Get my gyro cut again. And get my mat. And I don't think I'm gonna trim off all of it, just maybe a little bit around the box, just again, so I can see more of the box. And then around the tail, so that he's not covering up Monday. Here we go. So just a small sliver off of the tail. And then just a little bit around the clovers. Again, not all of it, but just so that it's only that little tiny piece that's peeking through. Oh, that looks good. I love that. Okay, so he's just holding his acorn and cherishing how special it is to him. He's so adorable. And I kind of went to town on this theme, so I have more than enough stickers to play with. Okay, so that's looking good. Let's see, what is this? I have a little smudge here. Oh, did I rip my page? I think I ripped my page somehow. How did I do that? I don't know how I did that. Definitely gonna cover that up with something. Let's see. Where's that other small box I had? Over here. Let's put Wednesday maybe at the top. So it's a little bit different from Monday. Let's try to angle it so it's the top of that box over there. Then let's see. Let's maybe put him. He's really cute. Put him underneath. Yeah, maybe I do my best maybe to cut around him like I did over here, just so that he's not going too far into that box. I'm just trying to get him straight. He was a little bit crooked. Right there. And then I'm gonna put a larger box underneath him for Wednesday. Let's see. Again, I'm just trying to go around the top part to reveal more of the box. There we go. That way he's not, the offset isn't going in the box, essentially. That's what I'm trying to avoid. And let's see, I'm gonna punch these two holes. Just pushing them down so it'll punch fully. Okay, that worked. And I'm taking my bone folder and just kind of smooth him down, especially where the edges are, close to the holes. Okay, now let's see. Maybe add in a green foil box, maybe a larger green foil box, and have him look like he's standing on top of it. I'm just cutting the offset off on the top and the bottom in case the bottom goes into the tree. Let's see. I'm gonna bring the box up to his feet. Again, so it looks like he's sitting on top. Ooh. Okay, yeah, the green is a nice little touch. That is nice. I kind of wish these were a little smaller now, because they're kind of big. I mean, let me clean my scissors off, and then I might try to trim some of this down and make mini flags out of this, because these are pretty big flags. Let's see, I'm gonna go in the middle. And then cut off this bottom triangle on both of these. And do my best to try to get 4 flags. Fold it in half. Again, just so I can kind of do my best to make it as close to equidistant as possible. I mean, it won't be perfect, but close. And then fold this one in half. I need to put this one on this finger. There we go. So I can use my thumb. And cut this one in half. Look at that. Okay, so they're more or less the same size. Now I think I'm gonna get my smaller scissors so I can try to, I think I'm gonna fold it in half again, but this time lengthwise, and then create an upward notch like that. And it creates like a little arrow flag. Let's see, where's my tweezers? There we go. Maybe put that on my grocery list. Or do I want it the other way? Let's see. Fold it in half again. And this time I'm gonna go downward, and that'll create more of like a banner flag. Oh wait, did I do that wrong? Wait, I did that wrong. Wait, hold on. How do I do this? There's like a shortcut way to do this, where you go like this and this to make it, but oh wait, maybe it's upward, right? Hold on. Let me try it again. I think it's been a while since I've done this. Like this. Yeah, okay. So it's upward into the middle. Took me a while to remember. Okay. I've got to fix that one because I cut it a little bit short. So now I'm just trying to fix it. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just to kind of make it equidistant. Let's see which one I like better. The traditional flag or like the arrow flag. Trying to line it up with the left side over here. Let's see. I think I might like the traditional flag. Just gonna raise it up slightly. And this is a little bit crooked. See if I can cut that little piece off. Let me put these down. I do have extras, so we have plenty to play with. I remembered how to do a little arrow flag, but I couldn't remember how to do the flag, like the little banner flag, the traditional one. Took me a little while. Okay. I'm gonna do my best to cut this tiny little sliver off, if I can. It is slightly crooked. There we go. Just so it's not quite as noticeable. Yeah, I think I like the traditional flag better. Okay, so I think I might go with that. So add maybe one to another box somewhere else, or at least one more on this side. And again, I need to cover that up because for some reason that tore, and I don't know why that tore. Let's look and see. Maybe add a quote right here, or maybe even underneath this one. Let's see. Wild and fierce. Peaceful soul, powerful mind. I love that. I think that'll fit beautifully right here. Yeah, that's nice. That fit perfectly. Okay. Now, I need at least a medium-sized box on Monday and at least one box on Tuesday. So I think I'll do a brown box on Tuesday and maybe a green square on Monday. Put that directly underneath the quote over here. Like that. And then see what options we have over here, because I don't have very many large boxes left in these neutral ones. So I have that one big one and this one with 1, 2, 3 tasks. I have some monthly boxes. Wonder if I could put that underneath here. I might do that. Or maybe even put it here and then put something on top. That might work. So I have these grid boxes, which I don't think I want to use. A couple of these arched boxes, but nothing else is arched, so I don't think I'm going to use that. And then I just have these little small boxes here. Okay, I've got one medium-sized box left. And see these grid boxes. Let's see. Maybe use that. Okay, this is the only box I've left. It's really light color. And then these arched boxes, and then these has a little line on that one side, but again, I think I can cover that up with something. Maybe even a flag. Oh, I got these flags too. I didn't see that. But since I already started using that one, I think I'll just use those. Okay, so I think I might have to use the monthly boxes. Because I don't have I only have literally have one medium-sized box left. Because I have used these quite a bit. So to pull in some of this color, I think I'll add this one. Maybe down here. That way that color's not by itself, and then I'll try to find another box that color somewhere. And let's see, something right here. Okay, I have trees. Let's see if I have a small animal somewhere. Okay. What do I have the small? Oh, I have a flower and a butterfly. That might work. Ooh, I think that's perfect. And do it like this. And just kind of removing a little bit more of the offset so it doesn't stand out quite as much. I think I want to turn it like this. So the butterfly looks like it's hanging on top of the box without going too far into either of the boxes. Okay, that works. Well, that's really cute. I like that. Okay. And let's see. I think the left side might be done. Yeah, that's really cute. Kind of wish I had something to kind of fill in over here, but I'm not sure what that would be. And I did pull this washi, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. Let's see if I can find the end of it so I can see what it looks like. Because it goes with the green. That might be just another way to pull in some of the green. Underneath that box there. Ooh! Actually, that's kind of nice. Maybe I should use it. Just make it straight, because I didn't really make it straight. Because I just was trying to see what it looked like. Huh. Yeah, I think it needs it. Okay, let's do that. Find my craft knife. And let's see. Bring it up to this edge here, where the grass is. And I might even put a layer underneath. See what that looked like. I did like a double layer. And get it lined up. Ooh, I got it lined up perfectly. Let's see. Try to get the same edge that I created over here. About right there. And trim off the part that goes over. I mean, if I don't like it, I can always peel it up. Thankfully, it's just washi. Washi usually comes up pretty easily. I don't know if I can use this tiny little sliver, but I'll save it just in case. Ooh. Okay, now I feel like I need somewhere at the top, maybe. Maybe in between these boxes. Again, just kind of pull it together some kind of way. Let's see. Would it be too much if I did it here? Or just do it at the top? Just on the other side of this box. I like that. I mean, that really kind of pulls it together. I kind of want to add some everywhere now. Let's see what it looks like. Don't want to go too crazy, but like I said, I can always pull it up if I hate it. And then maybe, I wonder if I can lift this top of the sticker up where the flower is. Ooh, I can. Yes. So I can put this underneath. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, it might be overkill, but it may not be. Let's try it and see. It really brings in the jewel tone of that green. really beautifully. Then layer that on top. I kind of like it. I mean, I know it's a lot, but I kind of like it. Let's see how the other side plays out. If I feel like it's too much, I can always pull some of it up. But again, I feel like it makes the green look a little bit more intentional, and I think that looks great. Yeah, I like that. So we're gonna go with it. Okay. Kind of wish I had another butterfly to put right here. Let's see, do I have one on something else I can cut off of, maybe? I've got that little tiny one right there. I might cut him apart. I just might. Let's see. I got this moth here, but he's kind of big. Or I could use part of the hummingbird. Let's see, where was that other one? That little small butterfly. I lost him. Oh, there it is. It's on the same one. Okay, this one right here. Let's see what the hummingbird would look like. If I cut it apart, get my smaller scissors here. I'm gonna cut the secondary hummingbird off of this and just use the one coming at it from the side. And again, I'll keep the other one, just won't use him for this. Okay, and just trim off some of the offset again so I can see if I can layer it. If not, I'll use that little tiny butterfly and try to make that work. All right, let's try this, like right here. Oh, but it's going into the tree though. Okay, he might be too big. Or what if I did it like this? Yeah, okay, that's a little cluttered. All right, let's try to maybe get that tiny little butterfly. And just cut away some of the grass and just keep the fern and see if I can make that work. If not, I think I'll leave it alone. Again, I'm just trying to fill in that little awkward gap there. This might work. Just might change the angle a little bit. Maybe like that, and see if I can cut off the part that goes inside of the box very carefully. Not bad. I think I might leave that. Again, I'll see how it looks with the other side of the page. If I decide to change it, I can always take that off. Okay, so that side is done for now. Looks pretty good and have tons of function, which I love. Okay, so now let's go to this side. Let's see. Get those green boxes. What do I do with those? There they are. Okay, so bring these back, and then I probably need to let you... I think I'll use these monthly boxes because they're a little larger than these other ones, are a little small, and I want to make sure I have enough room to write in. Okay. Wish I had like a double box to put here, but I don't. I mean, I can almost turn this into a double box. I wonder if that'd be wide enough. I might try. Turn this into a double box. Cut off the edge of this box. And take the other side. And cut off one of the edges. And again, try to join the two together. Let's see. Okay, now I wish I did this side. Okay, I'm gonna see if, let's see, can I pick this up? Maybe I should try to do that first before. Let me see if I can pick this up and move it over, because I always put something to the left of this. But since this is right above this, it's gonna be a little harder to put something there and make it look right. So I'm trying to go slow so it doesn't rip my paper. Ooh, okay. And then let's do this down here. Try to line it up. Do my best to get it straight without any bubbles in it. There we go. And it tore part of my planner page, but I think I can just, let's see if we can cut that off. It's a very small part, but since it's puckering up, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it so that it won't rip anymore, hopefully. There we go. And I might even, let's see, I might add some glue to that little area. All right, so let's just add a little glue to this corner here, since it part of my planner page tore, just to make sure that corner lays back down. Just use my bone folder to kind of smush it back into place. And I just totally smudged that. Remove that smudge with my rubberized adhesive remover. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now let me smooth this wrinkle out and then join the other half to this. Let's see, turn my planner. Oh, don't stick, don't stick. So I'm laying this over top, and I'm only overlapping it by like a 32nd of an inch. I mean, it's very small. Again, just kind of turn that into a double box. And add something here to cover up that awkward space there. Let's see, maybe one of the animals. Let's see, maybe the owl. See what he looks like, because he's larger. That looks pretty good. Just gonna cut off the offset on the right as the best I can, again, just to kind of layer him a little bit more easily. Like that. And then he kind of covers up that area. That little awkward seam there. And it looks like that box was created to be a double box from the beginning, which I love. Okay. And let's see, let's maybe add in another quote. Since it's the weekend, let's maybe put "breathe slowly" above here. Again, I'm gonna cut off some of the offset so I can bring it all the way down. Love that. And then maybe a quote here or here, but let me add in my boxes for Thursday and Friday so I kind of know where I'm gonna put things. So I have these trees left, and then these animals left. Okay, so I've got that big box, so let's add in maybe another monthly box and see if I can get this color on this side. I don't know if I have any more left, but let's see. Maybe one of the smaller boxes. Again, just so I can have some of this color on the other side. Which one is it? Have I used them all? Might have used them all. Oh, I have this. I think that's the same color. Is it? It's close. Might use that. Okay, I think I might have used up that color, but this is pretty again, this isn't the same shade, but it's very close. I mean, it's very hard to tell, even in person. So maybe I use this one since I only have one left. And might even make this my Thursday or Friday box. I think I'll bring it down here. Maybe layer it over the little owl nest. Like this. And then white out these lines. Oops. Well, try to white out the lines. Let's try that again. Okay. Actually, then remove it over so it's not going into the tree quite as much. And just on the corner of that box. And actually now I'm wondering if I want to lift this up. If I can, I think I want to layer it on top of the box. Oh, really? You just had to tear like that? It's lifting, it's just that little corner tore. Let's see if I can piece it back together. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, I like that better. I like it layered on top a little bit better. So I'm gonna scrape away some of this white out. And I don't know if I can piece together this little tiny little sliver back. Take my tweezers and put it on top of the glue. And gently pat it because it's so small. And then see if I can piece it back together. I'm gonna tear this piece off because that's part of the whiteout. Oh no, when I tore it off, okay, part of it went with it. Okay, maybe I'll just cut that off. I think that's what I'll do. See, let me get my gerbil cut. I'm gonna use very light pressure. I'm gonna cut off the feather and just have the evergreen poking through. Well, if I can. If it lets me. There we go. Try to get some of the sticker paper. And let's see if I can. I'm putting my tweezers underneath and kind of smoothing it all the way around to make it easier to pick up. So even though that tore, that's fine. It tore right where I needed it to, thankfully. Okay, so that worked out. And let's see. Make sure that still has stick to it, which it does. Just smooth it back down. Okay, so we got the owls there. The owl and his little family. That's cute. Love that. Let's see. Need a box for Thursday. So maybe one of these monthly boxes with maybe a square green, a green foil square. Let's see, let me trim off the offset on the top so I can layer it and then combine it with one of these. I think I'll use this one to kind of match that color. I'm gonna put this right on the line again since that little piece tore. I don't know what that tore from, but we're gonna put it right on top so you can't tell. And let's see if we can tuck this underneath. Not quite, can you? Ooh. If I bring it down, I can do it. But can I get this up? Is the question. Let's see if I can use my slide and wiggle technique. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The key is to do it slowly. Ooh, and it's trying to tear. Come on, don't tear. Here we go. Just need enough to tuck this underneath. Need to get like another 1/4 of an inch. There we go. Oh, I just ripped that, but I think I can fix it. Let's see. Do it like this. Okay, I'm just trying to... Oh, stop tearing. Goodness gracious. Just trying to lift it up high enough to go like that. Because I have this big box, so I don't need a whole lot for Friday. I think it was like that. Just smooth it back down. Try to move this tiny little sliver right here. Just so I can see a little bit more of the box. And that didn't entirely work, but there we go. All right, so we've got that, and maybe a quote here, maybe. See if I have anything, like a vertical quote here would be perfect. Have anything like that? Aim higher, dream bigger. Stars can't shine without darkness. And I accidentally spilled something on this when I was drinking some water right before I started filming, but I think I might be able to fix that. The sun always shines after the storm. Actually, that might be perfect. And it's a little bit taller than this one. I'm gonna cut off, again, some of the offset, just so it layers a little bit better. And maybe put this right here. Maybe in between these boxes. I like that. The sun always shines after the storm. That's pretty. Okay. Now, oh, I need to put washi. Almost forgot. Okay, so let's do the double line here like I did on the other side. Carry it. I'm gonna carry it to the tree, even though I can see like the ground underneath that, just so it's almost as wide as that side. Let's see, like just before we get to the tree. So it's not covering up the trunk, but most of the ground. Again, it won't be quite as wide as this, but just so it kind of mirrors it a little bit more. Oh, I should have brought it up a little bit more, shouldn't I? Or did I do... Oh, no, I only did half of this. Okay. So this goes like this. Just lining up the pattern the best I can. And trying to match that line. And then cut the bottom of this. Okay. So add some here, and I don't have space to add any here, so maybe I'll do a long line there. What do I do with it? There it is. Let's see. Or maybe I do it this way and go all the way across. I'm lining up with the top of this box. Oops. And let's see how this looks over here. Actually, I think I might do it all the way over the edge, like I did this one. And again, line it up with the top of this box. And take it all the way down. We'll see what that looks like. Ooh, I kind of like it. Even though I have 4 here, because this is longer, it's balanced. So I like that. Let's see. I might add another box here, even though I have this, because I feel like I need something right here. And I don't want to add another quote. I might add one here. Do I have anything small? Let's see. Today, anything is possible. Growth mindset. I like that. Today, I choose joy. I think that would be perfect here, and it kind of gets rid of that awkward line of delineation there. Let's see what that looks like. And I might, again, cut around the T to reveal some of the tree. Not completely, so I have a little bit of offset, but a smaller one. Let's do a semicircle. There we go. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And again, I might add one more box over here. I don't think I need any more green. So I think it needs to be neutral if I do. So maybe one of these smaller boxes. Let's see, that goes over here. Where are those at? Oh, there it is. Maybe one of these. Again, since I have 2 over here, to kind of balance it out a little bit more. So maybe this medium tone here. I'll put it right underneath that. And I might even add one over there. Let's see. Maybe the skinnier one over here. Again, it just kind of fills in that gap a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that feels a little bit more complete to me. And I wish I had a little bit of something here, like some grass or something. Let's see, what do I have that I can use? Ooh, I could use this. Maybe I'll cut this off of the sign. Let's see, will that look weird? Because this grass, I don't think it's big enough. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see, we'll cut the sign in half and just keep the greenery. And then cut around it. Bring that like that. And then try to cut this flush with this box. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like that. It just fills in that area a little bit more. And it looks a little bit more complete. All right, let's clean up and then we'll see where we are. All right, you guys, so I'm just taking a look at this to see if I need anything else. And I just realized I only use one flag here. So I feel like I need at least one on this side. Man, this box is the biggest box, so I think I might put it over here. So I've got this other one I didn't use. See if I can remember how to do this. Fold this in half and cut downward. Or is it upward? Oh, shoot. Why do I always remember how to do the arrow tags, but not the regular ones? Hold on. So do this again. Try to get the same length. Let's see. Thereabouts. Okay, I always want to do... It's upward. I always want to do downward, but it's upward. I think. Yeah, okay. I always have to think about it. Okay, regular tags, upward, arrow tags, downward. Can never remember. Okay. Let's get my tweezers and put this on top of this one. Right there. So yeah, that looks a little bit better. Let's see, do I want to add any more anywhere else? Just trying to see what it looks. No, it's too close to that. I mean, maybe here. Let's see. Yeah, I might do one more. Okay, let's maybe do... This one's a little long. Yeah. Ever so slightly. Just cut a little sliver off. Because it's like noticeably longer. And let's put this over here. And then maybe one over here. And again, I'm going to trim this one because it looks like it's a little longer. No, actually that one's the same size. Okay. Let's put this on this side. So we got left, right, left, right. All right, you guys, so this is my spread for the second week in November, and I'm loving it. I'm glad that I saw the green boxes because the more I looked at it, I thought that the sketches of the stickers that I made, I thought, even though I kind of like the monochromatic look, I thought with the gray and the black, I thought it might be a little bit too monochromatic, which is why I decided to bring in some of the brown tones and then bring in some of the emerald green. So I know when it's full, it's a little hard to see. So I'll do that so you can kind of hopefully see the way that it is. But that's what it's looking like. And I have to say, I'm liking this. I think this might be one of my favorite spreads that I've made so far this year. It's really cool. And I'm glad that even though it was a bit of a hassle, I took the time to add these little flags. And again, these are flags that I fold on top of. These were just the brown boxes and I fold on top of that just to create that that effect so it would match the fold boxes that I created earlier. I'm really liking the way that this turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments below and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired and thank you for watching.